Hi, and thank you so much for watching The Social Life, the place to be for entrepreneurs with purpose. I'm Ashley Tate, and today I'm going to be talking to you about how to get the help you need when you are starting your social entrepreneurship journey so that you can avoid burnout and make sure that you are not overextending yourself or trying to over deliver, which would be impossible sometimes, even though we think we can do that because we're in the process of, trying to save the world. So, one of the things you need to know is that there are resources available to you to have help that you need in order to accomplish your mission. So one of my top tips ever is to have interns. I think interns are the best thing since sliced bread. They provide so much help and they are so good at what they do. Especially with nonprofits, I think that it's a great way to get help get good help, let me just say, without breaking the bank. And the way that I get my interns, and for the purpose of a nonprofit, you could call them volunteers, whatever it is, whatever term you want to give them. I call all of mine interns because I feel like they are learning and you should be teaching them something of value while they're helping you. It is not just free labor. Now, whenever I have an intern, I meet with them and I try to figure out what they're interested in doing, what types of activities they want. I then have my own activities I need help with, and then we try to find a middle ground or try to incorporate, something they want and something I need to make the perfect internship. Now, where do you find your interns? This is always a great question that I get, and I go to my local high school. I have found every intern I've ever had when I was running my PR business and even running my now nonprofit has always been high school students. I think I had one college intern. And I think the difference is in the language that you use. So I went to the Career Center and I talked to them asking for an intern. I told them the duties I was looking for and the things that they might learn while they're on the job with me. And I had a ton of interest from the high school kids, which was amazing. I have found some of the absolute best interns. They want to work hard, they want to get things done, they want to accomplish the mission, and generally if they understand what your mission is, they're even more excited to be a part of it. And then in return, I give them a written letter of recommendation to to their colleges. So basically I write a letter of recommendation that they can take throughout their entire life if they like, their entire career, their entire college career. They can put it on college applications. They can do whatever they'd like with that letter of recommendation. And as many of you know, letter of recommendations are huge. And after someone has worked for you for quite some time, you do get to know who they are. So I highly recommend high school interns or volunteers, and you just need to make sure that you also protect yourself. Maybe always meet in a public place, always have parent consent if you need it, or make sure that the career counselor or whoever you're working with from the school staff is aware of what you'll be doing and where you'll be working with them and what kinds of things they'll be learning, and if they need to have a check-in time or anything like that. And so I think it's a fantastic way. You just have to be safe, you are working with high school students, and you do have to think about liability and some of the things that could come from that or could be perceived from that. So that would be my little tip for working with high school students. And then with college students, generally they also have a career center, and you can go, and I would change the terms a little bit more from intern to volunteer, that you're looking for volunteers. A lot of time they are in college looking for volunteering opportunities, so that they can also have that for their credit as well. I think you can also put volunteer/intern if you'd like, because that also works at the high school, because they are also looking for volunteering opportunities as well. So with all that being said, that is my first tip for finding the help that you need. The second tip is actually putting out, on bulletin boards or going online on Craigslist and just typing in what, creating a document to basically say what you're looking for, how many hours a week you need someone, whether it's a paid or unpaid internship, staff position, or it's a volunteer opportunity, whatever that may be. I think this is a little bit more difficult as you may not have all of the tools or time you need to train or interview or find the right person from this way, because you are opening it up to the internet and you don't know who or what you will get walking through your door wanting to work for your organization. So I feel like there's a little bit more control with the high school and colleges, working with the staff and having their help when you're looking for someone to help you in your nonprofit works. The last thing is word of mouth. And a great place to start here looking for someone is on your board. Your board will generally know someone who is looking for maybe a part-time position, and if you are looking to pay someone for that position, you will need to state how much it will be, whether it's a stipend or if it's a weekly, hourly, monthly, and then what those duties entail. One of the tips I would add that makes all of this a lot easier for both you and the intern or volunteer or staff member would be writing down every piece of what you do, writing it down, so that if someone were to come in to your nonprofit and want to help you do something specific, you don't have to repeat it 50 times. You wrote it down once, and that person should be able to look at that and go through it on their own. And they should be able to know, like, okay, I have to log on to this computer and this is the login and the password, and then I need to go here and press this and then move down. And so it should be a step-by-step process. And really, all you really have to do is just go through the process yourself from scratch as if you had never done it before, and then just write down the steps that you do and make it very easy and simple. That is probably one of the best things I've ever done. So now when I have new interns come in, it's a very quick train up to start working again. And basically they come in, they get this piece of paper, they can then help me upload kids. They know the process of how the program works, the things that we say, the emails we send, the things like that, all the things that I would be doing over and over if I hadn't written it down for them to find their own way around the nonprofit. So that's a really important step that I would not pass up. So whether you have help or not right now, I would still stop and do that step, and then use it on the people that you already have. Say, hey, if you had to go in and do this specific step, did I leave anything out? But it's a great exercise in also knowing your processes in your business and helping your business run a lot smoother. That's also something I talked about in the video where I talked about one of my favorite books, The E-Myth, really knowing your processes and helping your business to run smoothly so that people can come in and help you without taking your time away from what you could be doing to help further your mission. So, and hopefully that you can get the help that you need for your organization. And please leave any questions that you may have about this video down below. I love to answer them, and it gives me lots of material to work off of so that I can answer your questions each week. And I really appreciate you watching. Don't forget to sign up for the Social Life. I would love to have you guys there. I will leave that link below, and I will see you next week.